I
It's
can't
an
even picture
opportunity.
playing
We
college.
always talk about the Super Bowl window with the Buffalo Bills. I think this draft is an opportunity to draft receivers. You've got Joe Brady running the offense now, did a lot of really good things. You've got a chance to add some. We'll see what happens with Diggs. To me, that still just seems like noise in the case of a player anticipating a team wanting him to restructure his contract and not wanting to do that, and that player maybe not having a lot of leverage. I think cooler heads will prevail. He's in Buffalo. I don't think he's this declining, aging receiver. You lose Gabe Davis. Okay, that may sting, but you'll be able to maybe find something better than Gabe Davis in this draft. I think there's a good chance you do. Um, he played above his draft position. He was a fourth round pick who gave this team a lot. Uh, but that's why they should have been drafting receivers all along. You get somebody out of an LSU, out of one of these offenses that's just a well-oiled machine, and they're ready to go in the NFL today, unlike 5, 10 years ago. And you get them on a cost control contract for 4 years, right? It's why would you in free agency spend a ton of money when a lot of these receivers are ready to go day one, game one, Super Bowl contender?
It looks like the result of just the amount of emphasis on seven passing games that start at young ages now from high school and in college football with the advanced, it's all about passing games. Everybody wants to be a receiver. Everybody wants to be a quarterback growing up. Now you're seeing it. The receivers are 2, 3 rounds deep of playmakers. Like that's rare to see this many guys that you would be excited about. And not just have a clear, when you can just sit back and say, oh,
Yeah.
one of those three are there. I'm happy with any one of those three. That's one of the great feelings in a draft room. I always go back to that crazy draft we had in New Orleans when we're sitting there in the seventh round talking about Marcus Colston versus Miles Austin. Like in the seventh round, that's an
Yeah.
insane argument that we were having. Um, that either way we were right.
Took the right one.
We took
Marcus
the right one for
Colston.
the Saints. We took the right one for the Saints, and we thought
Yeah.
but that's how it goes. When you can get to that point, if you're just arguing about two guys that, or not arguing, but that's a great feeling.
Fist fights then. You took it.
Not in the seventh round
Yeah.
ever, but that was one that was the coaches wanted Colston personnel that at that time I think thought maybe Miles Austin was the guy, and the receivers coach that we had at the time, Curtis Johnson, uh, and Johnny Morton was the assistant receivers coach. They were both big on Colston, and that's why Coach Payton and Mickey Loomis made that decision.